Welcome back to Primetime. Get this, a professor at UCSD has been rated as one of the top university professors in the nation. What an honor. Website ratemyprofessors.com voted the choir professor at #3, and he's here now. He's joining us to talk about this incredible honor. Please help me congratulate Professor Kenneth Anderson. Welcome to Primetime.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, thank you for coming here. What? By the way, I'm an alum. I went to UCSD. Heather, that was sitting next to me, went to UCSD. Love that school. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's an honor. It's kind of surreal. I had never even heard of the website, but all the kids knew.
Yeah, but they use that. I have a daughter in college. They go on that website to see what professors to pick.
I've been hearing that all week.
And you had no idea it even
existed?
existed?
I had no idea it even existed.
What does it mean to you? How do you feel it inside?
Well, after I discovered it was real, and it's just like, wow. And sometimes you don't realize how well you're connecting, especially when the class is so large, how well you're connecting with the students, because it's not just enough for me to mark time and put in my hours, but I actually want them to learn and increase.
Yeah. And what is your special technique? I mean, why do you think they love you so much? I know you put in the hours, but what is it?
Well,
what's the secret sauce?
I think it's just the caring. I actually genuinely care. And I talk to them more than just about the music, but their sleeping habits, their eating habits, their exercise habits, because all of that's important for the physical. Because if the physical is not working, then the voice is going to be thrashed. And so.
Okay, talk to me about it, because listen to my voice.
Well, whatever we're not doing down here, we are doing here, and everything here creates fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the body naturally supports sound. Like when you laugh, it's your stomach that hurts, not your throat. You know, and so it's just kind of getting in touch with what your body already knows how to do naturally to support sound, and that's the short explanation of voice lessons. And so I do some training with them in class.
So tell me about the class. It's a choir class?
It's a gospel choir class. Basically, all they have to do is be willing to come. I'm going to train them. I'll have some students who can't quite match the pitch. I'll work with them one-on-one. I identify all of that in the first night. And between that and getting used to clapping on 2 and 4 and rocking and getting their parts and enjoying it, 8 weeks later, we're ready to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever get students who just can't get it? Because I'd be one of those students.
Every now and then you get some. You know, they're definitely not going to have a singing career, if you say. But that's the beauty of gospel music. It's not about your level of expertise. It's just about your heart and your input into it. And
so I get a feeling that not only are you connecting with these students, because you said you care, but you are, like you said, you talked about the rest of their life. So you have these personal relationships. Do they last long after they've been in your class?
A long time. There are kids who come long after they can't take the class anymore. Students who join, the students themselves form sort of an administration in the class, and it's self-perpetuating, and those students administrate sometimes even after they've graduated. If they're still in the city, they come back and help.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen any of them reach stardom level?
Actually, a few. I have a student at Manhattan School of Music, one of my voice students at Manhattan School of Music, and he's starting to get some roles out there, and a few others that have bands and things like that. But you know, nobody, you know, on the scale of a Michael Jackson or a Beyonce yet.
You never know.
They're coming.
You never know. Tell us about your past. How did you get to where you are now?
Well, I started playing music in church when I was little and singing in church. And one thing about it, the church I grew up in at the time didn't have a pianist. And the people just sang, and I went to the piano. I'm told this, I don't remember it, but they said, the people said, get the kid off the piano. And the pastor said, leave him alone. He's the only one showing any interest.
And so you do play the piano?
I play piano by ear and as well as with music.
Can I hire you for my family?
I'll be glad to. I'll be glad to.
I love it. Do you have a message for the viewers? Because I feel, you know, you can't sit next to this guy and not feel his warmth, his soul. I mean, you definitely have that aura about you. It's incredible.
Well, you know, I'm like other conductors. I care about the music and the quality of the music. But I also care about the people. And sometimes because we want a certain quality of music, there are people who will never get to be a part of it. And I love the gospel choir in that part. I can accept whatever level you're at and work with you to increase, and you can be a part of this. No matter how shy you are, and no matter how weak your voice is, you know, it doesn't matter. We're going to train, you're going to work, and everybody working together, and is we need more things in society that include those we consider weaker in the genre.
Well, and gospel typically is associated to Christianity. So, and at UCSD, you know firsthand, there's a lot of different cultures there, a lot of different religious backgrounds. Do those students get involved in gospel, even if they're not Christians?
They do. I don't teach the class in its evangelical context. I teach it in its historical context. And gospel music, like blues, rhythm and blues, jazz, rock and roll, soul, pop, hip hop, all of them have the same roots in the Negro spiritual, which wasn't just church music. Most of the songs that survived the slavery movement were actually code songs. Leaders in the Bible were code names for Harriet Tubman and other abolitionists like her. The Jordan River was a code name for the Mississippi and the Ohio rivers. Heaven, Promised Land, code name for freedom. So their owners thought they were just being religious, didn't realize that they were communicating.
Wow.
And so from this music form, the Negro spiritual, comes most of the popular music in America, and indeed influencing a lot of the popular music in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. So
See,
it's amazing what can be brought from ashes.
Yeah. I love it. I hope you come back.
I would be glad to come back.
Congratulations.
I'll bring a choir.
Let me tell you, do you see why this guy won the award? Very obvious to me. I mean, hello. Now, you're going to have to give us a taste of what you have talent-wise. Why don't you sing us to the break?
Okay. That's something a little husky. I just got back from Denmark doing a gospel music workshop there. But let's see, we got glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I laid my burden down, oh yeah, glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I laid my burden down, I feel better. Come on, you got it. So much better since I laid my burden down. A little louder, breathe. I feel better. So much better since I laid my burden down.
Woo! Awesome. Awesome. I love it. Okay, we'll be right back.